Alright, so I've been improving myself for the past 4 years now, and at some point in my journey, I had experienced some bad things. And yeah, sure, I made a lot of progress for the past 4 years. Like, I've leveled up massively, socially, physically, and especially mentally wise. But still, at some point, if you just hopped on this journey or you are currently developing yourself, you will inevitably experience what I've been through. And in this video, I want to address two main things, two bad things that will surely happen to you if you embarked on this self-improvement journey. All right, so point number one, you will basically at some point feel and become lonely as fuck. And the explanation behind it is quite simple. As you level up, your values will not align anymore with your older friends. And that's basically because the friends you've made before you hopped on this self-improvement journey had a set of values, right? And as you progress, they don't change basically, and their values stay the same. And as you improve yourself, your mindset will not be aligned with theirs anymore. At some point, you will think that you are weird and cringe as fuck because you are basically trying to like level up socially, or you want to start going into the gym and build muscle and shit, or you want to improve your social skills to flirt better, to become better with women, and they will think that you are weird for that. And of course, you will slowly start to detach from your old friend group. And here's a bit of my personal input. Like in my case, I really think this lonely chapter is at its highest. Like right now, I'm currently just talking on a daily basis to two people, like my cousin and my best friend. And that's because they are the single people who align with my mindset and think as I do and act as I do. And besides them, there isn't really anybody I really talk to or feel like talking to, right? And right now, I'm just basically lonely as fuck. And yeah, this is because I took a different path from the rest. A path that only a few people have the courage and the balls to step on. Alright, so moving on to point number two, which is basically the fact that in some moments, you will actually feel even worse than the moments before you started improving yourself, which seems crazy, right? So I will start by partially defining what self-help means. So basically, self-improvement in a way means to try to get rid of your bad habits. And yeah, of course, you're not perfect, and while trying to cut them off, you will inevitably end up relapsing on those bad habits. And we all know that feeling when you do relapse. Like for example, if you cheat on your diet, or you relapse on pornography, you jack off some shit, or you doom scroll, right? Every single time you do it, you feel like absolute crap, dude. Like you feel like shit, right? And here comes the question: why do we feel worse than before starting self-improvement? Well, the reason is quite simple, because before you even had the idea of starting to improve yourself, you were not aware that the bad habits you were doing were actually bad. And when you were doing them before, you had no idea they were bad for you, and you just did not feel anything about them, right? And now, because you actually know that these habits destroy you, if you relapse and do them time to time, of course, you will feel like shit. And from my experience, this is so fucking true. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I still do struggle with these bad habits. And I swear, every time I would do them or like lose a streak or some shit, I would even go days feeling like shit. And because I would be in such bad mental state, sometimes I would not even talk to my family or my friends. And I would become so unmotivated, hopeless, and honestly without any drive to do anything. And all of this just because I became aware of the bad habit. So therefore, what's the final verdict? Should you stop improving yourself or just keep going? Well, if you ask me, fuck yeah, you should just keep going, like the fuck. And the reason is very simple. every single bad moment that you will experience while improving yourself is not going to last long. The phase when you'll be lonely as fuck, when there will be almost nobody beside you, won't last an eternity. At some point in your journey, you will finally find people who are also as successful as you and who will share the same values as you. And speaking about the point number 2, which was the awareness of the bad habits, in some way, shape, or form, you will get rid of them. You'll overcome those addictions that had always made you feel worse. And trust me when I'm saying this, like, even if you will never improve yourself, somewhere in the future, you will still become aware of these bad habits that are so destructive. And basically, if you will never hop on this self-help journey and you will never try to get rid of these bad habits, you will just constantly feel like shit and depressed. Like, why would you want that? And in the end, the trade-off is so fucking worth it, because as I told you before, all of these chapters will inevitably come to an end, and after they do, you'll become so fucking unrecognizable, and you'll feel so good and fulfilled that you finally overcame these bad habits and addictions. Trust me. All right, I think that's it. I'll see you in the next one.